Christian, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, excited to dive into a lot of things. I think the best place to start here is, what does somebody need to know about Christian in his early years to understand him today?
Oh man, good question. People ask me, where I come from or what do I do, and I think the latest venture is marketing, right? That's kind of why we're here. But I've done a lot early on. I've been a big baseball player. I was a pitcher, travel ball in high school. Played with some really great coaches and people like that. I've been a skateboarder and a snowboarder. Kind of my extreme phase, my Tony Hawk phase. I was a drumline captain in high school. Did the fraternity thing in college. And again, so now I'm here as a marketing person. But I think from all those places to here, you just pick up these little lessons, and I know that those things really, they matter whenever you get to your professional career. I think sometimes you get put into a leadership position maybe before you know you're ready, and that's kind of a make or break situation sometimes in your early development. It's like, okay, you've been given this, you're a good enough drummer. Are you going to be a good leader too? And so, it wasn't just playing the drums well. It was making sure that my team was supported, getting up, setting up for them, showing them that I'm willing to be at a football stadium ready to practice at literally 5:30 a.m. on a, random October Tuesday when it's, 40 degrees outside. It's not easy, especially for I was probably 17 at the time, and so, I think times like that through your life, you get put in those situations, you got to kind of rise. And I rose at that time, kind of surprised myself. I definitely surprised my family because, they saw me waking up at 5 a.m. and going to the stadium. They're like, all right, this must mean a lot to them. But I think that was the hardest thing because you really have to just kind of do it and show up and prove to yourself sometimes that you can do these things that you otherwise wouldn't think you could.
So you kind of join this fraternity, you graduate, and you're not in multifamily, you're in a different industry.
So what's funny is when I was in college, I worked at a car wash, I worked at a taco stand, very sexy jobs, by the way. And finally, I applied to Reach Local, a marketing firm up in Plano. I used to be in Plano, and got me an entry-level marketing job. And so that whole path took about a year.
How did you learn everything? What do you think you did?
I learned once I got the job.
Yeah.
It's funny, I joke. I thought marketing was email blasts, websites, and flyers. Whenever I graduated college, I had a marketing degree, and that's what I thought marketing was. And then, I did these projects, and I did well in the interview, I guess. I don't know how, but I did well in the interview. I got the job, right? I got this entry-level job. And then it was just boot camp from there.
The RPM journey started when?
Yeah, actually started the day of the COVID lockdown, March 16th, 2020, I think it was. The day that the president was like, okay, nobody go to work.
The cool thing about your role at RPM is you started, you and I were talking before this, was it the fourth or third marketing person? Or
Yeah. So it's really weird how I got the job. So my wife and I were dating long distance. We made the decision, hey, one of us needs to move closer to the other person. And so I just started applying to jobs. I'll be honest, sorry for anybody listening to this. Multifamily was not on my radar to go after or anything like that. I didn't really have a radar. I was just like, I need a job in marketing, in Dallas. Let's find one. And RPM Living had a role open. And when I get in, there was 3 other marketing managers, which is basically the account manager for marketing, and a marketing director and myself. So four total marketing managers and and our director now, I think we're sitting at about 115 marketing personnel on the team at RPM. So yeah, I'll give you one thing right off the bat. It's just trust. I mean, you can only survive for so long without trust. And I really mean survive whenever I say that. I hired all of my team members for a reason. It's because I trust that they can either do the job that they need to do at that moment in time, or they can find the resources to do their job, or they can ask the right questions to do the job. I think that's what's helped my team and I not just grow in terms of personnel, but just grow as, this group of people that has each other's backs.
So I want to shift gears and talk a little bit about the future of this industry, where you think it's headed, particularly around AI. Where do you think AI should be more prevalent in the industry, and where do you think the opportunities are for companies or vendors to help PMCs?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I'll kind of speak to what we're seeing now, and how I think maybe it could be improved, and then maybe where it could go. But right now, a lot of it is on the operations side. It's the goal, I think, for most AI platforms are to enhance response rates and to decrease missed call rates. But where I think we could get better at that, and I definitely don't have the answer for this, is finding ways to combine the human interaction more with the AI. Because nothing beats talking to a real person, even if that real person's customer service skills aren't superior. There's something just about, whenever you're trying to call a business or something, you finally connect with somebody, you don't have to talk to the answering service, 7 steps through. Whenever you finally get something, there's something really special about that. I think with AI developments, maybe you don't even realize that you're still on with a bot, so depends on that.